Lebanon's most famous restaurants aren't where you'll taste the country at its most honest. The real flavor lives on sidewalks, in small village bakeries, roadside grills, and kitchens without English menus. Part 2 isn't about luxury dining. It's about street carts in Tripoli, morning ovens in the mountains, late-night shawarma windows in Beirut, and seasonal dishes you'll only find if you ask the right question. This route moves between coast and highlands with exact timing, ordering tips, and what to film while you eat. Bring small cash. Come hungry. Let's start early, before the ovens cool. Number 10. Tripoli, morning Manakish. Before 9 a.m., Tripoli wakes up with dough. Arrive in the old souk area before 9 a.m. when bakeries pull fresh Manakish from wood-fired ovens. Look for smaller neighborhood fern, not large modern bakeries. Order za'atar with extra olive oil, or kishk if available, a fermented yogurt blend rarely seen outside northern towns. Film dough flattened by hand, quick spoon circles spreading toppings, trays sliding into deep ovens. Capture steam rising as bread folds. Eat standing if needed. This is not a sit-down ritual. Bring small bills. Many shops don't accept cards. And don't rush. Mornings in Tripoli taste better when unhurried. Number 9. Saida, street falafel with pickled crunch. In Saida's old market streets, falafel isn't dressed for tourists. Small sandwich counters serve crisp falafel wrapped tightly with parsley, tomato, tahini, and aggressive pink pickles. Order extra pickles for the authentic balance. Film oil bubbling in wide, shallow pans. Falafel pressed into discs by hand. Vendors wrapping sandwiches in paper at speed. Capture street movement behind the counter. Scooters passing, market stalls opening. Eat while walking along the souk corridor, not inside. Best timing, late morning to early afternoon, when turnover is fast and batches are fresh. Saida falafel is sharp, crunchy, and unapologetically bold. Number 8. Ehden, mountain breakfast tables. In mountain villages like Ehden, breakfast feels heavier and slower. Small guest houses or local homes serve lebna strained overnight, olives cured locally, fresh tomatoes, and village bread delivered at dawn. If staying overnight, ask for a traditional breakfast, not continental. Film slow pours of olive oil over lebna, sunlight entering through wooden shutters, steam rising from black tea glasses. Temperatures drop in the morning. Terrace shots work beautifully with visible breath in colder months. This isn't grab-and-go food. It's sit-down, shared, and seasonal. Mountain breakfast isn't flashy. It's grounding. Number 7. Akkar, roadside grilled Kebbeh and Arayes. Driving through Akkar, look for roadside grills with smoke visible from a distance. Often family-run, serving Kebbeh meshwi and Arayes, spiced meat inside thin bread toasted over charcoal. Stop where locals stop. Parked pickup trucks are a good sign. Order small portions to sample both. Film charcoal flames, skewers turning, hands pressing meat into bread before grilling. Capture rural backdrops, fields, open sky, simple seating. Bring cash, don't expect menus. These roadside stops feel improvised, but flavors are precise, smoky, direct, unforgettable. Number 6. Beirut, late-night shawarma windows. After 10 p.m., Beirut changes tempo, and so does its food scene. In Hamra, or Mar Michel, small shawarma counters stay open late, with rotating vertical spits of chicken and beef. Order half sandwiches to compare both. Ask for garlic sauce lightly. Portions are generous. Film meat shaved at speed. Flatbread warming on metal surfaces. Neon reflections on steel. Capture late-night foot traffic and city hum. Use ride apps if moving late between areas. Beirut shawarma isn't tourist cuisine. It's working city fuel. Number 5. Douma, village oven bread and seasonal toppings. In Douma and nearby villages, small communal ovens bake flatbread in batches. Visit mid-morning when production peaks. Ask what's seasonal: wild thyme blends, fresh akawi, tomato paste variations. Film hands stacking bread, flour dust in sunlight, elderly women folding dough slowly. Capture narrow stone streets leading back from the bakery. There's rarely seating. Buy bread warm and walk slowly through the village while eating. Bring a reusable bag if buying extra. Village oven bread tastes different because it's baked for neighbors first, visitors second. Number 4. Tannourine, wild herb dishes in season. Tannourine kitchens rely on seasonal wild greens, especially spring. Dishes like hindbeh or wild spinach stews appear briefly, then disappear. Ask what's freshly harvested. Avoid menus translated only for tourists. Inquire directly. Film plates on simple wooden tables, olive oil glistening over greens, mountain views through open windows. Timing matters. Spring offers the widest variety. These dishes are subtle, earthy, and deeply tied to land. Number 3. Byblos Backstreets, simple grilled fish plates. Away from Byblos Harbor, smaller backstreet grills serve whole fish at lower prices. Walk 2 blocks inland from the waterfront. Choose fish on ice. Request charcoal grilling. Confirm price by weight. Film fish laid over open flames, lemon squeezed, plastic chairs set outside. Capture harbor glimpses in background. Eat midday when fish is freshest. This isn't polished dining. It's direct, lightly seasoned, coastal without ceremony. Number 2. Bekaa Valley, farmers' produce stands. Driving the Bekaa Valley, roadside produce stands sell directly from fields. Stop where displays are shaded and turnover visible. Summer, peaches, apricots. Autumn, pomegranates, apples. Ask for a taste. Vendors usually offer. Film stacked fruit pyramids, dust rising from gravel parking, wide agricultural fields behind stalls. Carry small bills, cash only. This isn't prepared food, it's the raw base of Lebanese cuisine. Freshness here explains everything you'll eat elsewhere. Number 1. The Unmarked sandwich shops. Some of Lebanon's best bites have no signs, or none in English. In Beirut neighborhoods, Tripoli side streets, mountain towns, look for small counters with steady local flow. Order what the person ahead orders. Watch preparation closely. Visual cues matter more than menus. Film close-up assembly. Sauces spread, wraps tightened, sandwich passed across counter. Capture everyday street life around the shop. Don't overthink it. Hidden food gems aren't hidden by design, they're woven into daily routine. Lebanon's real flavors don't wait for reservations. They're served early, grilled roadside, baked in communal ovens, or wrapped in paper after midnight. If you travel slowly, ask questions, and follow local rhythm instead of ratings, you'll taste Lebanon as it truly lives. Part 3 will explore regional specialties deeper inland. Subscribe and come hungry.